So we met in 2016 January. And the way we met is a very interesting story. Of course, like any other man who wants to get married, and had started looking for a prospective wife, and had gone through a lot of processes. I'd gone to me. I wanted someone who's God-fearing, someone who can make a good wife. And for me, the place to start the search was in church. So of course I was looking for someone who was God-fearing, and there were many God-fearing people where I was fellowshipping, but I didn't find someone we could click. So I kept on looking. I went to different churches in my quest to look for the right person. I landed in many churches, of course. Went to many dates, went to many functions, went to many weddings. But eventually, I of course, I'm a born again Christian, so I decided to seek the intervention from the Most High. So I asked God to bring the person my way who would make a family, who would relate well, and my prayer led me to, of course, I'm not a very, I'm not very active in social media, but the only site that I was a bit active then was LinkedIn. LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is a bit more professional. You meet professional people, and so I came across my wife in LinkedIn. I saw her profile. It was interesting.
So, like my hubby said, we first met in January 2016. I remember he texted me via LinkedIn, and since, like he said, he was very active in LinkedIn. I was not an active person in LinkedIn, so I was getting my notifications in my email. So this day I opened my email, and then I found Moses Mutua. I sent you a message.
I just said hi to her. I slid into her DM and said hi, and we picked up the conversation from there, and that's how the journey began.
So I decided to just open the message, and I was showing Miriam how to use LinkedIn. So I straight away went to my email. I opened the notification from Moses Mutua's message, and then he now landed into the LinkedIn. So I opened the message, and then it was like, "Hello, Veronica, how have you been?" So I was like, "This is Akamba first of all in LinkedIn, so not bad." I think someone called me, so I left her, and then she sent my number. She was like, I'm good, something of the sort. I'm good, and then she sent my number. So from there, I received a call. Then it was a new number, but I didn't receive it because then my auntie had passed on, so I didn't receive the call because I was not having peace of mind. So I remember he called, I didn't pick, and then he sent me a message. Actually, this is Moses from LinkedIn. So I was like, I remember this guy, the one who sent me a message. So something prompted me to call him. So I was the first person to call him. Get that shit. I was the first person to call him. And then when I called him, he said, actually, this is Moses from LinkedIn. Kamba, yes, I know it's you. And then he was like, Amma, you wanted to know whether I have biz. I remember very well. It was that was so vivid. And then I told him, no, I just wanted to tell you the reason why I didn't receive your call the time you called me. Yes? No? Yeah. So he called, but I called back. So I'm the one who struck the first conversation on a phone call. So I told him that I'm supposed to travel home because my auntie had passed on. So we were supposed to go home to prepare for auntie's send-off and all that. So at that time, I remember I was staying with my sister, but my sister traveled the previous day. So it was my turn. I was supposed to travel that day. We were talking that morning. So he told me if we could meet, at least on my way home, I say hi to him. So I was like, oh God, now this is the first time we're talking to this guy. And, he wants to meet me, but I didn't feel anything in my heart. My heart was just at peace. So the innocent me just packed my things, the few things that I was to carry home, and then I went where we were supposed to meet. Just found a simple young man in a t-shirt, jeans, said hi. Then he offered to take me home that day. So again, I didn't resist. My heart was at peace. So we went home.
So we met on that particular day. She was going home, and I offered to take her to Shags, you know, being the gentleman I am. So we drove all the way to Makueni, I hope, and my first impression, she was a good person. I was not very keen to date someone who was a journalist. I was a bit apprehensive, but after we talked, you know, she talked like all through the journey. She was a bit talkative, and which was good. She was chatty all through. And what made me be drawn to her is the fact that despite the fact that she's a journalist, she came out as a person who has very good principles, and she's principled and grounded, and so that made me like want to know her more. For she was attractive, she was beautiful, and so that's what made me. That was my first impression.
So first impression was, yes, like I said earlier, he just looked like a simple young man, and he was just in a t-shirt, jeans, and I was like, wow, this is him. You know, he's not like dressed like in a suit or the way you would expect someone to dress, like to kill when you're going to meet someone, especially for the first time.
Really,
and of course for me, I wish I could get the first pic, that pic, the way I was dressed. I mean, I was just that naive girl from the village, but I was,
she had some sneakers. Okay, sneakers, jeans.
The ones you say for primary school kids.
She was looking like a very young person. But I guess it was because of the dress code. She was dressed up like someone was very young. Like it's sneakers, jeans, hoodie. Do you have a hoodie?
No.
Okay. T-shirt.
And a backpack.
And a backpack.
So when we were going home, I remember I was just like talking. I talked and like I shared my whole life with him in the span of 1.5 hours, like everything. Then when I got home and he left, I was like, oh God, I just told this guy, like this guy knows me in and out, you know. So for me, I was so scared, like I didn't know how we would take it, because see, some guys, it's like a turn off when they get this type of chicks, these who are like talking about themselves, and then at the end of the day, they always take it as this chick is self-centered, she's just talking about herself. But I mean, he says that was
actually that's little did she know that she was actually like convincing me unknowingly to change my mind about my perception about the profession she was in. So it was a good thing that she talked, and I got to know her better through whatever she was saying in the chatty moments. So it was a blessing, because I think it was God who was like prompting the whole thing to happen the way it happened. And
so that is how we first met.
Yeah.
That was our first like one-on-one meeting. Like they said, the rest is history. And that was January. So the second time I saw him was during auntie's send-off.
Yeah, I went for the burial by the way.
He came. Anakupotea njia, he came.
Yeah, all by myself.
Yeah.
That's a story about how we met. And next time when we meet, or maybe when we come back, we'll tell you guys how our dating journey was. Probably the lessons that we've learned along the way about the dating journey, and something that probably you can learn from it what we've learned and what we can learn from it.
So guys, it's actually possible to meet someone online through the social media accounts that people have, be it Facebook, be it LinkedIn, be it any talk of the social media platforms that you have. It's possible to meet your partner there, and you never know what God has in store for you.
Yeah, but you have to be cautious. There are people who are not very genuine also on social media. So you have to be careful that you don't just. You have to do your due diligence so that you don't just meet people who have ill intentions there. But you can. The moral of the story is you can meet someone anywhere, but you have to put God first. You have to pray about it, let God direct you, and be open to His guidance. You never know.
So thank you guys for watching, and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Veronica Nzue. Hit that button. Tell them to subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe. Let's have fun.